So Mark, what are your thoughts after the session today?
I thought it was an extremely good session, good balanced discussion on the issues. I think that some robust responses to some of the petitions put by Friends of the Earth, I think by Simon, which are very positive. So I think, yeah, a good session, good debate and some very good follow-up questions as well.
Yeah. Do you think the planning system's got the balance right?
I think it is. I think as Simon rightly said, that the system may not be entirely fair, but we do live in a democracy. And I think one of the points that perhaps came out in one of the questions was the whole issue of engagement, community engagement. And I think what was overlooked was that we do have a plan-led system. So we have policies set at national level and local level. We have a development plan, which there's opportunity for engagement at that level prior to engagement on applications themselves. So I think we have a robust system, not entirely fair in all respects, but I think there's a system there for people to engage with and opportunity for people to engage at all levels.
At a policy level, though, do you think we've got public participation right? I mean, to people, is it accessible enough to people?
I think it's pretty accessible. I think people have the opportunity of being consulted at that policy level. The introduction of neighbourhood plans, for good or bad, provides people the opportunity of actually engaging, hopefully positively on a local level as well. And I think most public bodies do go out of their way to actually consult both those parties that would normally get engaged, but also those harder to reach groups. And certainly, in my experience, we are encouraged to do that as part of the development application process as well.
And how much of a thorn in the side of schemes that you promote is the threat of judicial review or protest?
It's always there, I think, particularly on the major projects. It's meant that we have to be much more robust in our approach. For the lawyers out there, legally reviewed, which is helpful, I think. But I think it's always a threat that's there. But I think if the process is followed correctly, you engage at an early stage. Yes, it's an issue, but it's an issue I think that applicants and developers are now well aware of. And I think with a properly constructed plan, I think it's just another part of the process which doesn't necessarily need to slow things up.
And finally, I think we all welcome as little interference with the planning system as possible by the government. But is there one area where you think we still need to reform?
I welcome the latest changes to deregulate, particularly around the use classes issues. So I think there's been too much restriction on what can happen in our town centres, and the policy, the law that's in place is just not fit for purpose anymore in terms of town centre uses in particular. So I do welcome those changes, and a number of the clients we act for on the occupier side welcome those changes on the basis it will allow them to act more freely in town centres and support them. So I think those changes I think are pretty critical, and I think I would welcome those coming forward over the next period.
Good. Well, thanks very much, Mark.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good.